What's up, everybody? Ty Bartell, and with another edition of Player Profile. This time, I am joined by a very special young lady, the current reigning and defending YSN MVP from a season ago. From the CRESTVIEW Rebels girls basketball team, it is Addison Rhodes, senior Addison Rhodes, joining me today. Addison, what's up? How we doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
I mean, you're
Yeah.
always doing pretty good. I mean, we get to see
Yeah.
what you're doing on and off the floor all the time, and I can't
Yeah.
believe it's already senior year. It feels like it is both been so long you've been playing basketball, but it feels like it's gone by in a blink of an eye. Talk to me about that experience and just kind of your feelings right now, being a senior, knowing it's your last run in a high school uniform.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of crazy. It's kind of flown by. Time has gone really fast. Thinking back, I feel like I was just a freshman just starting out, but I think I've definitely grown a lot like as a player and off the court, and I think that's basketball's helped me grow in a lot of ways. So I think that's mostly just due to like CRESTVIEW basketball.
We saw you burst onto the scene as a phenomenal freshman and grow every year since then. When you look back at your career in your own perspective, what do you think some of the biggest things you are improved on from freshman year to now, both on and off the floor? What are the biggest differences you see in yourself from who you were as a freshman to who you are now?
Yeah, definitely physicality wise. Like freshman year, I didn't want to be pushed around. I didn't want to be touched, but now I'm more like I'm kind of set in the physicality as soon as you step on the floor. And I think that also comes with like just my mentality. Like when I come on the floor, like I'm ready to dominate. And so I think that's kind of the biggest thing from freshman year to now. And then off the court, I definitely think this is kind of on the court too, just like my confidence and like being able to trust in the stuff I've done. So stuff like that.
How have you noticed your leadership develop too? And what kind of, I guess, leaders did you look up to prior to that kind of helped establish the leader you yourself wanted to be?
Yeah, definitely. It was like leadership for me has kind of been a little weird just because like growing up like Crestview wise, like when I was a freshman, our team was really young. So even like we didn't have any seniors my freshman year. We had one senior my sophomore year, I think. Or no. Yeah, maybe. I can't remember. But definitely Emily Downey and Laverne Gaskins, they helped me a lot just to grow into the leadership role. And then I think I've just became more vocal, and I think I just like show the younger kids what they need to do in order to be successful.
What was the hardest thing that you had to learn about being a leader too? Because you talk about stepping into this role, and I know what you mean too. You've always kind of had a commanding voice on this team for
Yeah.
pretty much your entire high school career. What were some of the hard lessons you had to learn about being a leader, and how has that kind of helped make you a better one now?
Well, it's definitely you're never gonna please everyone with what you do. You just have to try to trust in what you're doing. So I mean, stuff you do is not it's not gonna make everyone happy, but as long as you're doing it for the good of the team, in order to like push everyone to be better, I feel like that's something I've learned and I've just tried to do every day. Is just try to push us to be better.
I talk with a lot of coaches, Addison, and a lot of coaches will tell you that there's different types of categories of girls that play basketball, kids that play basketball, both on the girls and boys side. You
Yeah.
got the ones that just like sports, you got the ones that like basketball, you got the ones that love basketball, and then you got another category that kind of eat, sleep, and breathe basketball. The category that I kind of feel like you yourself find yourself
Yeah.
in. My question to you though is when you find yourself in that kind of category, one where there's not too many people, is it in that kind of that same realm, that same headspace? Is it a challenge for you then, I guess, trying to find that language you could speak with your teammates and find a common ground with your team because you might want something a lot more than maybe they do. You might share the same
Yeah.
goals, but maybe not want it as much. What kind of challenges does that present for you because of your love and passion for the sport?
I mean, yeah, definitely it brings out challenges because like sometimes I come off as being a lot harsher than I am when really I just want to win. So I think that kind of challenges and it's kind of challenged me to like look at the way I'm saying things a lot more because like the purpose behind what I'm saying is a good purpose, but sometimes it comes off differently than I want it to. So I think that's a big challenge I've came up with. And then I think just realizing that like I mean they do love basketball and they like being there, but it's like I have a different like mindset about it, and that also is another challenge.
You look at yourself too, and I think you've done a really great job of evolving every single year, both on and off the floor too, as a leader and as a player. But for you, what you talk about, the what people see of you, that you might come off the wrong way. What are some of those things that you wish maybe the community, maybe some people, the fans did know more about you? What do you think? What are some of those things you wish they understood more about you, because they only get to see you maybe for game time and
Yeah.
only get to see you during the games?
Yeah, well, honestly, off the court, I'm actually a lot more quiet. I don't really talk a lot off the court. Um, so that's definitely a big surprise for most people. I'm not the most social person. So, I mean, that's probably the biggest surprise people wouldn't think about me.
How have you kind of developed, I guess, that too? Because you talk about on the court and in the world of basketball, I would have
Yeah.
never guessed that. I mean, we kind of
Yeah.
know you a little bit now after years, but how have you kind of, I guess, handled that and make it seem like it's not that big of an issue to you?
Definitely, I think on the court, looking at all levels of basketball, like the best basketball players, they talk a lot, they communicate, and I've learned that coming up from like freshman, sophomore year that I have to be able to communicate, and talk to my team, or else there's going to be no communication on the floor. So I definitely learned that, like, just watching some of the best teams play, the best players play, they communicate. So I kind of learned that if I want to be the best, I have to communicate too.
What do you think the part of your game that took the longest to develop was? What was the toughest part of your game to get right? What came easiest to you in basketball? Kind of a two-part question there.
Um, well, what came easiest, I would say, well, it's kind of a tough one. Um, I think the way I see the floor, honestly, like always from a young age, I've just been able to see the floor and know exactly what I'm going to do with the ball. I feel like that's just something I've like basketball IQ. I feel like I was just born with it.
Yeah.
But hardest, the thing that's probably, I wouldn't say I'm there yet, but definitely like being calm under pressure and then being more physical and attacking the basket, doing better on finishing.
What do you think? We talk about growth in seasons. What do you think the biggest difference is between who you are at this point last year when we last talked compared to this year right now?
I'm a lot more aggressive. I feel like last year I kind of sat back a little bit, and I mean I'm a good 3-point shooter. I sat back and I settled for threes. I'm not settling for threes this year, so I think that's a big difference. Even from the first 2 games, I've attacked a lot more. I'm more off the dribble this year than I have had to be in the past.
How have you grown as a player over the last few years? And I know you and this team have this goal of accomplishing that district championship. And I know last year
Yeah,
it was a heartbreaker. And I mean, we talked with Coach
yeah.
Blatch, and I mean, it's still got to sting for a lot of you. How have you allowed that moment, that kind of setback? How has that kind of helped you take that next step and kind of define this season and kind of help you refocus your sights on that ultimate goal of hoisting the gold trophy, the gold medals at the end of a
Yeah.
district game?
Well, I mean, the last 3 years we've lost in the same exact place, so it's definitely like for the people, like you just feel it. You don't want to lose there again. I feel like it's every year, but I feel like this year we're young this year, but that means we have a lot of growth. We can grow a lot this year, and I think when we start putting everything together, I think we really can get there this year. But we just have to have that mentality that we are going to get there, and we don't want to feel that same feeling like we did last year again.
Addison, you've been a leader on this team for years. You've seen it too, and you see what it kind of takes to get to that level and kind of succeed as well. For you, as one of the senior leaders, as one of the main voices, the main people of this team this season, what do you think this team needs to do for you guys to reach your fullest potential? I mean, that's always the ultimate goal. You got to get lucky a little bit in the
Yeah.
tournament, but for you guys to reach your fullest potential, what do you guys need to do? What do you need to accomplish to be able to do that?
Well, I don't think it's talent. I think honestly we just need to put communication together. We need to put a little bit like of the I don't know the word for it, but we just need to like communicate a little bit more. We need to just get settled into stuff, and I think that'll help us because we are younger. A lot of these girls are playing, like they're playing when they haven't really played before, so it's like they just have to get adjusted to. And I think that once we get some more experience going into the year, I think that'll help us a lot.
I know I mentioned some of the leaders you looked up to, some of the big sisters, I guess you could say, of yesteryear for you. But who's kind
Yeah.
of little sister right now for you? Who's the ones that you're taking under your wing and trying to guide along
Um,
to take over Crestview basketball?
well, honestly, I think our entire team, I'm trying to help each day because, like I said, we are young. We're playing freshmen, sophomores, so I think anyone on our team could be a really good leader next year. So I think I'm just trying to pour what I know into them every day.
What do you think it is for the freshmen, I guess, advice that like you wish you had when you were a freshman, stuff that might help them out on that varsity floor?
Definitely, I mean, you're going to make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes, but you just have to keep playing through it and just know one mistake doesn't have to define who you are. And it's just, you just have to keep playing through it and just get the next play.
You could play all kinds of different types of basketball games. No matter how the game breaks down, I feel like you could find success in a multitude. But what is your favorite type of basketball? Do you like the fast paced, high scoring games? Do you like the sit
Yeah.
down and defensive grinders? What's your favorite?
Definitely the fast paced, high scoring. I hate
So
when it's a slow walk up game. I'm not a fan of that.
so when you look at some of those games throughout your career, do you have a game? Do you have a moment, maybe a shot, something like that throughout your basketball career where if you think about it, it gives you goosebumps, it brings a smile to your face, maybe?
I'm gonna have to go. Actually, we lost this game, but we played Streetsboro last year at the Hoban. Uh, they had like a tournament there, and it was a great game. I thought we had them. We weren't supposed to. I didn't even. We weren't supposed to be in the game, but we ended up. I think we lost by like one or two, and I think honestly, I played great, and I don't know. I still don't know
Yeah.
how we lost the game, but
I remember that game, and yes, you did. You did, in
yeah,
fact, play great. When you are playing, and I've gotten a chance to see you on the floor, and I've gotten to see you put up multiple 30-point games. I've seen you at some of your best basketball. But for the casual fans and for the ones that maybe haven't gotten to see you in person, which they're doing themselves a disservice, get out there to Crestview and watch this young
yeah.
lady before she takes off to the next level. But what is it look like when you are playing your best basketball to a fan? When you're playing your best basketball, what does it feel like to you?
Honestly, I kind of feel like the game slows down a little bit, and I feel like I'm in control. Like no matter what the defense is going to throw at me, they're not going to stop me. So I think when I feel in control and I feel just calm and at my best, I feel like that's when I'm at my best. Is when I just am calm and I just let the game come to me.
So I already kind of hinted at it too. You are going to the next level to play basketball. This was,
Mhm.
I feel like, not a big surprise to anybody at all since
Yeah.
you bursted on the scene. Talk to me though about the college recruitment process. Talk to me about the stresses, the things that come along with that maybe you didn't expect, and how it was that you were able to kind of narrow down your decision and what made your choice feel like home.
Yeah, it was definitely a lot. It was very stressful. In the beginning, it wasn't as bad, but then towards like March, April, May this year is when it really started to pick up after AAU and stuff. And then it kind of it was a lot of like talking on the phone, which I'm not a big talker, like I said. So it was a lot. Like there was a week where I was on the phone almost every single day for like 3 or 4 phone calls. And it got to me, but I mean I was thankful to be in the position I was in. But then I took visits, and then I really saw like what I wanted in a school, and Fairfield just had everything that I wanted in school. They had great people, great coaches. It's a great program. They win. So
What was like the top thing for you? Like what was like the deal breaker for schools? Like what was the must have that you needed for your college search?
I definitely wanted somewhere that was gonna win and somewhere that I knew I was gonna be put in the best position to get better each year. So those are like the two biggest things I looked at, like player development wise. What do they do? How do they do it?
So beyond that too, I mean, you also are going to be going there for classes as well. What are some
Yeah.
of the things? What are some of the things you're interested in taking in the studies portion of college?
Yeah, I'm going into business undecided because I don't really know what I want to do with business yet, but I really like math and I'm thinking about doing some I want to stay in basketball. So Maybe like going
Yeah.
to sports management or something like that.
Yeah, I mean anything with math and numbers too. I feel like there's a future in
Yeah,
sports with that, no doubt.
yeah.
Looking at your recruitment process too, what's some advice you would give maybe to some girls that are going to be going through it this upcoming season, maybe next season too? Some things that might help them get through it. What are some points of advice you would give them?
Definitely, I mean, it can be stressful at times, but in the end, it's all just your hard work paying off. So just, I would just say, try to be in the moment with it and just enjoy it as much as you can because it's honestly like it's a great position to be in to be recruited. So just enjoy it, and I know it can be stressful, but just try to not make it as stressful as you can.
We mentioned how much you love this sport. You basically live this sport. Do you have those days though where you don't feel your best? You don't feel 100%. You don't want to maybe go to this practice. You don't want to go through this too. Do you have those days? If so, how do you get through those days?
I mean, yeah, I mean, I definitely there are days like that, but I think I'm just so because I have been like I guess I'm so disciplined that like even though don't feel like doing something, I do it anyway. And honestly, those are some of the best practices and workouts I have just because you feel so good after I didn't want to do this, but then I did it anyway. So I feel like those just being disciplined is what gets me through those.
I love it. I love it. We talk to you a lot, Addison, and you always are the type that you're going to defer. You're going to defer to your teammates. You're going to defer to the coaches. You like to give the love and spread it everywhere else too. You don't like to take it yourself. But in talking about the things you're trying to do this season, what is that thing this year for your last go around in a high school uniform? What's that one thing you're trying to prove to just Addison Rhodes and nobody else in that community?
Well, I want to break the the Columbiana County scoring record. I think that's definitely one of my biggest goals. I've been looking at that since freshman year, so that's for me personally. That's my biggest goal this year.
I love it. And I think you have a chance to do it. You want to talk about records too? You just got yourself another one the other night too with that 3-point record too at the school. What kind of honor is it? Does it become are you used to it by now
Oh
with all the
yeah.
accolades you've gotten over the years? Or is each one more and more special? How are these feelings that you rack up all these accolades?
I mean, yeah, it's definitely a special feeling just to know, yeah, I did that. Like, I worked hard for that, but I still definitely I don't want to get too caught up in it. Like, I need to keep working. I need just keep getting better every day. So I try not to get too caught up in the records. But I mean, it is definitely a nice feeling to have.
But
Okay.
are we ready for this round of rapid fire? It is one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your favorite basketball move?
Um, Probably just pull up jumper.
Little pull up. I like a good old classic pull up. Game winning
Yeah.
shot or game winning steal?
Yeah.
Which one would you prefer?
Shot.
I kind of figured that one. Favorite gym to play in
Yeah.
outside of home gym?
Um, that's a tough one. Oh, I'm trying to think.
Hard hitting journalism getting you.
Favorite. Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one.
Let's.
Probably. Um, I honestly I don't have a favorite one other than our home gym.
It's only home gym. I like it. Let's make it a little bit easier. Maybe easier. Maybe
Yeah.
difficult. What's the favorite snack? What's the go-to snack in the basketball bag for you?
Definitely like a granola bar, or I love gummies.
What's the gummy that's the gummy choice? Are we bears? Are we worms? What's our
But
gummy of choice?
yeah, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Either worms or bears. I just love gummies in general. So
Any kind of gummy will do. What's the shoe brand? What's your favorite shoe brand?
yeah, Nike all the way. Yeah.
So we're making the Addison ones. What do they look like? What's the colors on them?
Um, honestly, they'd probably be pretty basic. Probably like white. Um, probably a little bit of gold on there for the uniform. Yeah, probably white and gold. They'd be
Give
pretty
some
basic, honestly.
love though. A little bit of love to
Yeah.
the home team. You are capable of guarding
Yeah.
all 5 positions. I've seen you. You're able to man up and play defense against any of them. But what's the toughest position for you to guard?
Definitely the point guards, like the short, fast point guards. Those get me sometimes.
What's when you are kind of forced into a switch too, where they're trying to get their shifty point on you, or they're trying to get you on their shifty point? What's your strategy then when you're forced into those kind of situations?
Definitely just don't go for the dribble. Just let them, if they want to make 100 moves, let them make 100 moves and just try to stay attach them as I can and not let them beat me.
What's the go-to hype song? What's getting you energized right now before games?
Anything Drake. I love Drake. So
So
anything, any
it's
Drake.
just an artist thing.
Yeah.
Okay, we don't it
Yeah,
doesn't even need to
probably
be a song.
headlines. Yeah, probably headlines from Drake, but I like anything Drake.
That's a solid one too. That's a solid one.
Yeah,
Are we on the TikTok or Instagram more? Are we on TikTok or Instagram?
definitely TikTok. I get into scrolling. I scroll a lot on TikTok.
We get into those. It's been 2 hours and we're still just, yeah, I know
Yeah,
that feeling.
yeah.
What about YouTube or Instagram? Or YouTube or Netflix, excuse me. Which one are we on between YouTube and Netflix?
Probably Netflix. I don't really go on YouTube.
If we could have any superpower in the world, which one would you choose?
Um, Probably to read other people's minds.
You would be a menace on the basketball court if you had that.
Yeah,
You already are,
yeah,
but like you would just be
yeah.
unstoppable on the court then. We get a big win. You get a choice of where we're going to eat afterwards. What's your choice?
Um, Probably Chick-fil-A. I get Chick-fil-A a lot after games.
It's
It's
I
always a
feel like
solid option.
Chick-fil-A and Chipotle are like this right now on student athletes. It's like
See,
they're neck and neck.
I don't like Chipotle. That's
Is
I just don't like Chipotle.
too much going
So,
on there for you, huh? You like to
yeah,
keep it in the
yeah,
basic lane. I get it. I get it.
yeah,
Who's
yeah.
one of the favorite teachers you've had in your high school career?
Um, Definitely Mrs. Joy. She's been my math teacher. She's been one of my favorites. And then Mr. Fossey. He's not like really he's a teacher, but I don't he's just more like around the school and he's one of my favorites too.
Speaking of favorites, what's the most used emoji in your phone? Which one are you always sending?
Probably the laughing one.
That one's always a popular one. The hearts too.
Yeah.
Everyone's sending love to. Let's get
Yeah.
into
Yeah.
let's get
Harder laughing, yeah.
let's get into the team dynamics a little bit here and go inside the team. Who's the funniest on the team?
Um Probably Bree Baker. She's pretty funny.
Who's the
That or
loudest?
Lily. Lily's funny too.
Oh,
The
give Lily your love
loudest.
too. Who's the loudest though?
Yeah. The loudest. Lily can be loud too. Ava's loud. Yeah, probably those two.
If you were gonna give an award to best dancer on the team, who do you think takes that?
Probably Kerrigan, but I would say I'm a pretty good dancer too. But
I was gonna
definitely
say
Kerrigan.
I was waiting for you to kind of take the crown too, but you defer a
Yeah.
lot, so I was wondering if
Most
you were
people
gonna take.
wouldn't say I'm a good dancer, but I personally think I'm an alright dancer.
Yeah. What about karaoke? You get selected for karaoke and you can pick one partner to come up and sing with you. Who are you choosing on the team?
Ooh. I don't know. We haven't. I feel like Lainey would be good at karaoke, so probably Lainey.
We're playing a game of knockout with all the rebels. Who's winning?
Definitely me.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I hope
Yeah.
there's one you're gonna
Yeah.
take. That I kind of gave you the
Yeah. I
softball
gotta give
softball.
myself that one. Yeah.
Who's
I gotta give myself that one.
who's the biggest trash talker on the team? Who's the best? Who likes to give it a little bit? All within the fun, grounds of fun too. Who likes to give some trash talk a little bit?
Um, Honestly, that's gotta kind of be me too.
Yeah,
I trash talk a little bit.
you got it right. You got to get on and let them know why you're
Yeah.
as good as you
Yeah.
are. We talk about
Yeah.
that too. Who's been one of the best defenders you've gotten a chance to play against? Who's made you better?
Oh, there's been a couple. I would say on our team, Bree Baker. She's been a good. She pushes me in practice and stuff. She's a good defender. But um, I would say Hoban. When we played Hoban, they had the best defense I've ever really seen. So I definitely Hoban. They probably the best defense I've seen.
Always make you up your game too. That's what I love about it too. Sometimes
Yeah.
you get humbled and then you get better from it too. And we got to see how much better
Yeah.
you've gotten every time you reach those hurdles. You get better every time. Staying in the team dynamics a little bit. Who's the teammate that you would most trust to cook a team dinner?
Ava. She's a
She's
good
got it.
cook.
She got the cooking down. Okay.
Yeah, she's a good. Yeah, she's a good cook.
You're stranded on a deserted island with one teammate who's got the survival skills. Who you taking?
Probably Ava too. Yeah, she'd probably figure it out.
She's got it all too.
She'd
She's
help
like
me
the
a little
mom,
bit.
right? She's a survivalist. She can
Yeah,
cook. She's
she's
got
definitely the
everything.
mom of the team. She's 100%. Yeah, she's the mom of the team.
What about for you guys as a getaway driver? Who's taking it a little bit
Ooh.
crazy on the road? Who'd be a good getaway driver?
Probably Bree. She'd be. Yeah, I feel like she'd be a pretty good getaway driver.
Watch yourself on those roads now, Bree. It's getting icy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We always like to see in the NBA, WNBA games, they always have the celebrities courtside that they like to show for who's at the game. If we were going to have one celebrity sit courtside at Crestview watching you play, who would you want that to be?
LeBron.
I like it. Get some of that basketball connection in
Yeah,
there too. If you could have one conversation with
yeah,
LeBron, what's a question you'd
yeah.
ask him?
Um, Probably just what it's been like just to like go through the NBA and go through high school and stuff. Like, what's the biggest things he would say he's learned from that and lessons he would give to someone?
And finally, Addison, before I let you go, talk to me a little bit about the biggest lessons you've learned throughout your basketball journey. And in the same breath, give a shout out, give some love to all the people that have helped shape you and been there for you along the way.
Yeah, definitely. I've learned just stay in the moment and work hard. And hard work will always pay off. So if you work hard, you can, even if you don't, it doesn't like show immediately. In the end, hard work will always show. And then definitely my entire family, they've always supported me through everything. They're always at games, no matter how far away they are. All my friends, they've always supported me and been there, stuff like that. So I would say definitely my family, coaches, all my coaches, they're always there for me too. So, and I have a lot
Well,
of people who support me.
you got some supporters here as well too, and myself and us here at YSN. We're always a big fan of what you do on and off the court. We're excited for what you are going to be able to do leading this Rebels team and hopes to try to hoist that district championship gold. I'm wishing you guys the
Yeah.
best of luck. I hope that you guys can
Thank
accomplish
you.
all your goals and more. We'll be seeing you out there on that court real soon though, Addison.
Thank you.